All right. So let's go ahead and roll to see who's going to be starting off our recap here.
11.
19.
6.
3.
Good news, Heather.
Steven. I got 17.
Yay!
Let's see. So, we started off last session in a chase, I believe. We were still chasing these guys that had the stone, and at some point, I can't remember why exactly, they turned and chose to fight us. I think somebody hopped on their cart, and they kind of had no choice but to turn and try and fight us off, which allowed us all to catch up and start fighting. And we're in the middle of battle and fighting, and they're just getting ready to try and run away, and Brunor snatched up the stone and made a tasty little treat out of it. After that, everybody kind of freaked out, not knowing quite what to do. And they all attack Brunor, trying to get the stone back, to no avail, because that was Brunor's intention, was to divert any attention or aggression towards
Yeah, so
him.
from the bad guy's perspective, then like they're going to be in trouble if they don't have the stone. So the only options remaining at that point are either to slice Brunor open and grab the stone, or to capture him and wait for it to go through. So either way, Brunor is a target.
That being said, they all targeted Brunor. Big mistake. And we pretty much got in there and cleaned up without losing just about anything. The after we took out all but one, the last one, and realized he was not in a winning position, he turned and started running. I had somebody jump on his crate, and I think we threw him on the ground and stole the horse.
So Jackson jumped on the horse and was trying to just like ride the cart off, but at that point the city guard was getting involved.
Yeah, so the city guard got involved and said, "Hey, you guys have to come in for some questioning because we've been hearing some serious accusations and complaints." So we chose not to get violent, and we went with him down to the prison. Once we got down to the prison, some random apparent supposed guard showed up, killed the existing guard, and was trying to coax us into leaving and seemingly give him whatever valuables we had on us. Trying to offer us some sort of escape and freedom, and when we declined, he screamed for a guard, and all of our cells were unlocked. Guards were coming down. We were about to get the blame for a murder of the guard. We decided to lock ourselves back in. We unlocked the who appeared to be what's his name? The servant of that real rich family out of his cell.
Yeah, so he was the bodyguard that was there at the fight in the alleyway.
Yeah, so that being said, we unlocked his cell as we locked our own back up and threw the keys in his general direction as the actual guards, were rushing down the stairs. So his cell was unlocked whilst ours were locked, and he had the keys right in front of him. So that, in hopes to uh, spike some doubt in the actual handful of guards that were coming in as to whether it was us or not that did the deed, so that we have a better chance when it comes to fighting for our freedom. Did I sum things up pretty well?
Yeah. Now, well, first, does anybody have anything that they want to add from last session?
For the record, the carriage was taking off with the stone, so I'm the one that jumped on. But I only jumped on because it was taking off.
Yeah, we
I
knew we
was kind
couldn't
of the
keep up
shots
with it.
fired guy. But it was mostly magic. So it's okay.
Your audio's cutting out real bad on my side.
Yep, same here.
Same.
Oh, sorry. Time to find the not dead spot.
That
I
sounds
can't
better.
hear.
Yeah. So what were you trying to say? Because it just sounded like robotic gibberish.
Oh, I said I was the one who technically had shots fired first, probably. But it was magic, so it's okay.
Okay. So I do want to back up a bit beyond last session. Because I realized during last session that there's some key details from earlier in the campaign that your characters would remember, but after a few months, you guys no longer remember. So, kind of backing up a bit, like early on, when the campaign first started, in your search for Floon, you learned that he was kidnapped by mistake, with them thinking that it was Renair.
Never flew.
Yeah. So it was explained at that point, and it's come up a couple of times since then, that Neverember's father had this rumored stash of gold hidden somewhere in the city, and he stored the information of how to get back to the gold using the Stone of Galore. And so this whole, like, everything ties back to every bad guy in the city, and even some with honorable intentions, have been trying to get to the stone because hidden treasure somewhere.
So
I
we now
definitely
have
forgot about that.
now we have directions to this giant pile of
In theory, because
treasure.
it is a magical item who doesn't want to help you but kind of has to. So you can ask 3 questions per day, but it's going to answer in the least helpful way that it can while still being truthful. So, something to keep in mind. I figured we should back up a bit as to the purpose of this hunt for the stone across the city, because that'll help as you're trying to figure out what to ask this thing.
Yeah.
Because I know last session you guys were like, well, this thing's pretty much useless. Wealth of knowledge, my ass. I'm like, well, actually.
It knows.
It knows things. It knows things that can be helpful.
It's just cryptic with those things.
Yes. So,
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, you're excused.
Oh, thanks.
getting stuff loaded here. I loaded up all of the tabs, but they didn't actually finish loading. There we go. So all that being said, you guys just locked yourselves in your cells, and all of the guards are coming to see what all of this commotion is about.
We're fucked.
Yes.
Sonya's gonna start grooming herself. Non-nervously as possible.
Bruno's just gonna sit down on the bed like he was there the whole time. Then again, he was, wasn't he? Nonchalant. Bruno is
I think you had like briefly walked out, and then everybody just went back to where they were.
Bruno is very nonchalant.
Is there any way to do like a stealth check on a spell to like avoid detection?
Yeah, that would be a sleight of hand.
Like if the spell can be cast unseen.
Okay. Yeah, I have something that might help our alibi, but I don't want to mess up. Like get caught noticing it. Is there only one guard currently like in the room?
So the one that
Where
was
we left
there
off?
is the one that you were speaking to that was supposedly trying to help, but we saw how that went.
Right.
All of these others
So if
are
I
like
made
coming down the hallway now, like running in because he raised the alarm.
if I made a gesture, I could avoid being seen, perhaps then? Or would I still need to roll sleight of hand? Because I don't really care about the two other people present beside our party.
So you would need to roll sleight of hand, but the way that works is like you're doing this thing and you just don't know yet if it's going to be seen or not. It's not like you would.
I mean,
It's not like you can roll and say, never mind, I don't want to do it. I did also want to say everybody should have inspiration after last session.
Nice.
So
Okay,
if you
nice.
don't have that marked, then go ahead and mark that.
Bardic inspiration.
So I kind of want to avoid, because we kind of just threw the keys next to this dude as people are coming down the stairs and stuff. So it looks pretty sus already, but I kind of want to make it look more sus and to avoid him picking up the keys. So I'm going to try and like sleight of hand cast Puppet and have him just sort of run straight down the hall towards the guards, hopefully like making contact. It says here like I can't make him attack, but if he fails on his constitution throw, then he would have to like bump into a guard.
But him and the other
Okay.
guy that's against us are the only people that would see it be cast.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it doesn't matter, I guess, that anyone sees me. If they're around the hall, I can make a gesture.
Well, what's the cast time on it? Oh, an action? Yeah, so that would be real quick. These guys like haven't rounded the corner yet, so if you're in your cell,
That's the goal.
do you have to have line of
just
sight?
I have to have line of sight on him, which is the only maybe problem, because he's like to the cell to the left of me.
Right.
Switch.
Can someone goad him out to the, or maybe he goes for the keys? I don't know.
We can
That would be,
rewind a little bit if you wanted, and we could just say that like as you guys were scurrying back, you and Sunny switched places.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Just
brain it.
Wait, but then we're not in the same cells that we were.
But none of those other guards would theoretically know because it's a different shift.
A different shift, but why would they have changed our... I don't know, that's almost more sus.
They're gonna be too sussed out by him, it's fine.
But, like, if he goes for the keys, or if I can stick my head out or something and get line of sight on him, I don't know how thin these bars are.
The only difference would have been if you were able to do it while you were locking the cells up.
It says it's instantaneous, so it would have had to have been while I was closing the door, and I don't know if it does say instantaneous and not concentration, so I guess I don't have to, like, stay focused on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how you all see the scene, I guess. But Jackson's trying to catch a moment to do this.
I mean,
you were the one locking the cells up, weren't you?
And it doesn't say
the last one.
It doesn't say that the humanoid has to stay within sight. It says that you have to cast it on.
That's
someone
like, I saw that it was instantaneous and not like concentration. So if I'm
so
like, as I'm throwing the keys at, do it.
In theory, it could have. Yeah, in theory, it could have been done while you were locking cages and stuff.
Well, if it works in theory, it's worth a roll.
And at that point, nobody else would have been there, so I won't make you do sleight of hand.
Yeah.
It would just
and
be.
It still hinges on his constitution.
Exactly. So it's still not a sure thing, But if you want to do that, then I think that we can go back and say that works.
Sweet. So yeah, Jackson made a little Jedi hand trick is all anyone notices because it looks like it's silent. And then closes the door and you just see this guard come running out, just going straight
Let me roll the con
toward
save for him.
down
I'm
the hall.
pulling up his
If
stats
that,
now.
yeah, if that good.
'Cause it is Constitution, right?
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, he seems kind of tanky.
Got a 13. Is that... How does that compare? Is that exactly what I needed to hit? That's exactly what I needed to hit.
Okay. Dang
Well,
it.
it was a shot.
Well, it was only to add extra sus. We'll just go with
Okay,
what
At
we
that
have
point,
for now.
his
I
cell
guess.
is unlocked. Ours isn't.
Uh-huh.
All right, and I'm gonna
Let's
cast.
see. I need to double check something real quick. Is he... Okay. Sorry. Just had to double check something before seeing how this plays out. Yeah, so they round the corner and look to this guy that you guys were previously talking to. What's going on down here? And he explains that these troublemakers were trying to escape to avoid justice before the Magister. Turns out this guy is their captain, so they have no reason to not listen to him. They haven't gone around the corner to check things out yet. But this is their superior officer telling them what happened.
Oh, of course. Of course. If we were trying out, why are we still in our cages? And locked?
So one of them is going to step forward and come around the corner to kind of check things out. The other guy is still just sitting in the back of his cell, but it's unlocked.
If we were trying to escape, why would we still be in our cages? And why is his cell unlocked and ours aren't? This seems kind of dumb to try to make us look worse than we actually are.
Make a deception check.
Of course you would. What do I even have? Oh no, it's a +0. Don't roll like shit. Ooh, 17.
Okay. Oh, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I need to report to the Magister upstairs. According to my captain, You guys were trying to escape. He like locks up the one open cell.
And Bruno speaks up and says, "Can you leave some extra guards down here? I don't feel safe."
Oh, we'll be leaving some extra guards.
Thank
Hey.
you.
So a few of them will be going back up while a few stay. So they're going to be reinforcing down here. I need to do something to mark that this guy's different.
One batting an eyelash, the guy that's dead on the ground.
We're going to be investigating that.
I'm sure
I'm
you will.
not sure what's going on here because everybody seems to be in place. According to the captain, you guys charged out and killed him. So we're going to be posting some more guards down here while the captain and a few others head upstairs to go talk to the magister.
And then Bruno just kind of like, almost nonchalantly, just almost under his breath, like, "Captain needs to be investigated." But like, trying to be loud enough for them to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to sound like big dumb.
Make a persuasion check for me.
All right. He's trying to sound like big dumb, just talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
14 plus 4. 18.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to look into it and figure it out.
Because if they had any brain cells, they would know that the only person that was actually outside of the cells, the person closest to the body, and the only person that had access to the keys.
So, according to the captain and his side of the story, you guys grabbed the keys off of his waist.
Lies.
But you guys made some pretty convincing arguments, and what appears down here doesn't make sense. So they're going to be doing further conversation and investigation here. But as the one guy is starting to walk away, Brunor, can you make an insight check for me?
19 plus. I'm sure that my plus doesn't matter.
It might.
Oh, plus 0.
Oh, never mind. But you notice he's kind of glaring as he walks down the hallway, and he has this kind of creepy, almost inhuman smile.
Ooh, who does? The captain?
Yes.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so he walks away.
Bruno says, creepy. Creepy captain. Captain creepy. He's kind of like repeating to himself.
Mm-hmm. So then you guys are just left to wait in your cells for a bit longer.
Does this mean we can take a long rest?
You guys already did.
Oh, did mine not mark? Or did it
No,
mark and
you
I'm
marked
looking at it
that.
wrong?
Yeah, if you didn't mark a long rest last time, then you
Okay.
should, because you were
Okay.
there overnight.
Okay. Do we have anything that we can be Do I have anything I can be tinkering with?
I mean, your weapons were taken away. If there were any small things that you might have had, like, in your pockets, like you mentioned you had the bell. Little
Didn't I
harmless.
give that
They
guard
wouldn't.
something?
I gave it to the guy as my valuable something.
He didn't want to take it.
He's looking to try and take the stone from me.
I'm bored.
Bruno says, "How about rock, paper, scissors?"
Oh, okay.
And then you just hear,
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot, paper.
What's that?
Oh.
I can't see it. And Bruno's just like, "Well, this isn't gonna work."
So you guys wait for a bit. And after about 15-20 minutes, you hear some shouting and what sounds like it might be fighting upstairs.
Do we hear any familiar voices?
Make a perception check.
Perception! 18 plus...
12. Oh, 15.
Oh,
Just
plus
kidding.
0.
I have a +3.
So I am rolling absolutely phenomenally tonight. The
Sorry,
last
what
I've
was
rolled
your roll?
14. Not, 18. I
18?
had to look
Okay.
at it again.
You do notice that the captain is one of the voices in all the commotion.
Creepy
Captain
Captain. Creepy
Stagit.
Captain. Captain Creepy.
So the guards are like looking nervous at this point. Like they know that they're supposed to be stationed here with you, but clearly there's something going on. And they start just muttering amongst themselves, like, "Should we go? What do we
And
do?"
Bruno just starts mumbling, like, almost to himself. Like, he's pretending like it's, like, scaring him, but he just wants to, like, he wants the guards to overhear him as if he's not intentionally trying to deceive them. And he says, "Creepy Captain, he's killing everyone. He's killing the rest of them." Or something like that. Just,
Make a persuasion check.
come on. One more great roll. 15 plus 4. 19!
Nice.
Shit, dude.
My persuasion's
Um,
super high, too.
One of them is gonna go up the stairs to take a peek real quick, and he quickly runs back down. Most of our men upstairs have been slaughtered.
Creepy Captain, Creepy Captain, Creepy Captain. And then Bruno's
So
just gonna say, "He's not human."
one of the guards pulls out his keys and like, "I don't know what's going on here, but I've heard that you guys have been helping around the city, and our men are being slaughtered. If I let you out, will you help us?"
Does that mean we get to be free if we help you out?
I wouldn't. Well, if we prove ourselves, I feel like it'd help our case in a justice trial.
Unless the
We'd still need to talk to the magister, but I will vouch for you.
sounds like he's pretty rotten from what we've been told.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but the magister is a fair man.
Your captain is the one that told us.
Creepy Captain, Creepy Captain, he's wrong. He's lying. Let's do it. And then you see Bruno just like basically hunker down, like big old wide stance, like he's ready to get out and fight, like excited.
Um,
Fine.
for now, because they still aren't sure how they feel, then they like have their hands on their swords, like ready in case you guys try something. But they unlock your guys' cells, leaving the other guy because they're not sure what his deal is.
All right. Bye.
Bruno's gonna run down to the end and just smile at him for like 3 seconds, just like in his face at the edge of his bars. Big old giant grin before he runs out. And then leaves.
So then, sorry, I need to get this next map ready here.
I need my axe.
Yeah, Jackson definitely is trying to get assurance that we can find and use our weapons without getting in further trouble for using
Um,
weapons. Potentially.
there's a commotion
Allegedly.
up there. I don't know what all's going on, but
He's like,
we will try to grab them.
just point us in the direction of them.
So
Oh, they're probably locked up, aren't they?
they were in a room upstairs. They keep it like away from the prisoners, but not like locked up. Locked up. It's like just where you guys can't easily grab them.
Okay.
And then we
Brunar,
need.
throw them.
So what?
Everything.
Bruno smash!
Ouch.
And then he turns green and starts ripping his purple shorts.
Excuse me.
Oh wait. Wrong movie.
Isn't he already green?
Yeah. I was already green. What am I on about?
I'm blue, da-ba-dee-ba-ba-da-dee-da-ba-dee-da-ba. Oh, okay.
Alright, tokens. Come on. Do the thing. Nope, those are NPC tokens. I need the PC tokens. I have to rotate Brunor's every time because somehow that one got permanently broken. Like every time I load your character into any map, it's rotated sideways.
I did it.
I don't
All
even
of the
know how
dancing.
that's a thing.
All of the dancing.
Alrighty. Bringing you guys over here. Make sure that the map is not revealed. That is a black screen. Fog of War. Reveal areas. Oh, I need to get rid of that guy. So you walk up and there's just like bodies on the floor all over. I didn't
Can I do
I
a
didn't put those in here because I figured it would make things messier as far as combat goes. But
since we don't have our weapons on us at the moment, can I do a quick scan to see if any of them have a weapon I can grab real quick?
so as you guys are walking up the stairs, the guards will tell you where to go to grab your weapons, but you also could just jump right into combat by either trying to pick up a basic short sword or dagger or doing unarmed combat. But when we come up the stairs here, we are going to be going into initiative. So,
I'm going in with a bare
So
hand.
I haven't rolled below 14 this whole time.
until
Let's
now.
see if my initiative roll.
So let's
13.
see.
Yes, I got a 13.
I also got a 13.
Me too.
Wait, really?
Come on,
I only had
Jackson.
a 7.
Oh,
Ah,
come on.
Oh, you loser.
Sorry.
We were supposed to take all of our turns at the same exact time.
But you guys all rolled the same thing.
We all rolled 13.
So
Yeah.
so everybody rolled 13 except what was yours, Andrew?
I had 7.
Okay. And
It's
then
non-modded, so.
Wait, can I be like in front of everybody?
um so what was hang on. So for tiebreakers, what are your guys' actual initiative modifiers?
plus
0.
4.
+1.
Okay, so it goes Sunny, Tink, Brunor. Oh, come on. I don't like this update to Roll20. My map keeps wigging out.
It was so, like, I want to say rejuvenating, getting to play Bruenor the way that I built him finally for one session. Like,
There we go.
everybody targeting him.
Okay, so first up, as you guys come up the stairs, if my map will function,
No.
I need to reload my map because I can't actually move the token. My computer's probably overheating.
Yeah, it's probably pretty hot, isn't it? Hey, I fixed somebody's air conditioning.
Yeah, that's basically what you do every day,
Hey, that's true.
except
I
for
can do that
today.
tomorrow. Yeah, except for today. I thought about it. I thought about air conditioning today.
Sorry, guys. Of course,
So,
the creepy captain. Of course, he is first in initiative, and then my map wasn't functioning for
boy.
me to move tokens around. So,
Creepy captain.
alrighty. So he sees you guys come up the stairs, and he's just heading straight for Bruenor.
Because he knows I have the stone.
Yeah. So
Up your butt. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
I don't think
ow,
it's
that
that
hurt.
far yet.
It's still in my esophagus. Wait, we slept. It's close.
Maybe. So he is going to slam you into the wall. Or attempt to twice. So the first hit, 13 won't hit, but 24 will.
Yeah, it will.
So he does 8 points of damage to you.
Tickles.
And then that brings us to Sunny. So,
Hallelujah.
you might be able to pick some stuff off of bodies around, or if you went to the south and across the hallway, then there's the room where your weapons are stored. But
I'm a monk.
yeah, so I figured you probably don't care, but
Right, Captain. Captain, my captain. Yeah. I'm just gonna leapfrog right over Bruenor. And we are going to do flurry of blows. Excuse me.
So he's the only one left alive in this room, right?
no, all of these guards are the ones that came upstairs with you.
So who's dead on the floor?
Yeah, who's dead?
A bunch of guards that I didn't put on here because I didn't want to make the map confusing with dead versus alive guards.
So it's pretty apparent that he's got his own little army of
no,
guards.
these 6 are the ones that came upstairs with you.
With us. Okay, so they know that
So
this
he's
guy's
slaughtered
bad news.
everybody in this room already. The ones that are
And
here are the ones that came up with you.
And they're watching kind of what's going on and trying to figure out which side they need to be.
Yeah.
And okay.
So they tried to attack Bruenor. He tried to attack Bruenor already.
Yes. So
But,
very first thing when you guys ran up was he went straight for Bruenor.
Creepy captain.
Okay, so
he knows that I have the stone.
They know for a fact that it was unprovoked. So here we go. Flurry of blows. Wait, what did I do with my oh, there it is. Aww. 13.
Does not hit.
Oh shit! I'm gonna use a key point.
You also have the inspiration.
Well, I was gonna use a key point anyway, but yeah, let's do the inspiration.
So that's an added d6.
Yes, it's just gonna... So 13 plus... Oh, no! Wait, go back! Plus 3, 16?
Yep, that'll hit.
What? 4 plus 4. 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go in for a key point and do it again. 12 plus 6 is... Yeah, we're 18. We're good for that one.
Mhm.
2 plus 4 is 6 points of damage.
All right.
Hiya!
And then that brings it to Tank.
All right. I would like to use
Inflict
inflict wounds. I'll just do it at the first level for now. Okay, so then that's the one that I rolled for hit.
So that one's a touch attack, so you're going to need to get up next to him, which is easy to do. Just that means that you're next to him.
I'll come right there. I rolled a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Yeah. Yep, that'll hit.
So we know that a 16 will hit.
Oh, owie.
8 points of damage.
All right.
Oh, and it's necrotic damage, if that matters.
Okay.
I feel like that's gonna do less damage. Well, then again, you guys wouldn't necessarily know that based on what Brunar seemed.
The creepy, inhuman
Yeah.
smile. Yeah.
Creepy Captain. I figure at this point you guys don't understand what I'm talking about necessarily.
I mean, my character probably is just putting it off as the same thing as the bell. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Tink's gonna back up. Well, screw it. She'll just stay right there. She doesn't think he's gonna attack her, considering she doesn't have the stone.
All
That's
right.
my turn.
So that brings it to Bruenor. I'm just going to move Sunny's by 1 so that we can see, because we were kind of stacked on top of each other there.
I still have that wooden sword, don't I?
No. So
Okay.
anything resembling a weapon was taken from you. So you can either do an unarmed strike, or you can try to run past to either grab something off of a dead body, or run across the hall to grab your stuff.
Can't I use any third level spell, or is it with the stone, or is it just...
You can use 1 per day.
And it's any?
Any third level spell.
Does Bruno understand that yet?
When you attune to it, then maybe not in those words, but you know that you have the ability to cast spells.
Okay. So this means that I have a plethora of options available to me.
Correct. As long as you're attuned to the stone, you can cast 1 third level per day.
Am I attuned to it, or is that...
Yes. So that happened after the rest.
Is there... Well, this is tough because there's like hundreds of spells available in general.
So...
What if you grease his feet or something?
I was thinking hold person.
Yes, you could do hold person. Another option, if you're wanting something to attack, just something easy to reference at the moment.
Licking my feet. Does it go?
The spell that Heather just cast, Inflict Wounds, for each additional spell slot level, then the damage increases by 1d10. So you would be doing... So that means that you could do 5d10 necrotic damage. if you hit with that. So just as a attack option. That's because there are a ton of spells. I understand why that would be an issue, but that's something that's like
Leave me alone right now, Rose. Rose just came up to bother me to say the Washburn said we could come over tomorrow. So, I'm just trying to think of, is there any... So Brunor's seeing that he looks real creepy and demonic,
mm-hmm.
and maybe assumes that some sort of light-based attack, holy or light.
Yeah, that would be a reasonable assumption.
And is there any spells?
The chromatic orb I use, I think it scales with what spell slot you're doing it at. And you can choose which type of damage. I don't see holy on the list, though. It's like poison and frost and fire and such.
Also, if it would help, I could run a player's handbook back to you if you wanted to just look at a list.
That might be helpful because at this point, this guy's seemingly really, really tough and insane. He just killed 6, well, however many guards by himself, and he seems unfazed.
Yeah, so you know that there were 12 in that hallway. 6 of them went back upstairs with him, and they're all dead.
So he just killed 6 guards by himself with no issue. And so having an idea of, like, pulling all stops on this guy.
We might need to for sure get him, like, on the ground or tied up or something.
Give me just a minute.
I was thinking hold person, and then somebody else could get up
Does
on
hold
him.
person, like, freeze him?
I think so. But,
There's also that puppet that I just used, which you can make him walk in any direction for their full move speed.
If I made him walk away from us, I could get him to invoke 4 attack of opportunities.
It seems a waste, though, that one for a 3rd level spell, since usually spells do scale with damage.
This is like
Thinking about it.
by level, but then after the list, then there's alphabetical
Okay.
description.
So yeah, so I'm almost thinking spells. Okay, I'm almost thinking because that sounds really busted. Is if I could get 4 attack of opportunities. Oh, we don't have any weaponry. Otherwise, that would be broken. If we all had weapons right now, it would basically be 4 free attacks on the guy, just making him walk away from us.
Well, you can't do it 4 different times.
No, look.
That's what I'm saying.
Look where he's
Puppet
positioned.
might be a waste.
If you look where he's
I
positioned,
mean, you can put him right in the middle of the guards, and then they would get attacks of opportunity if you.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he walked away from us right now, every single one of us are in the position to attack of opportunity him.
Oh, that's true. And then when he moves into range of the others, they'd get the option again too. Yeah, moving him. I mean, moving him out of range isn't a bad idea. It's just not going to damage
I would
him.
actually give one of those guards would have an attack of opportunity as well. So it'd be
Well, if
5.
I had him walk straight north on the map,
So real quick, just want to give a heads up.
our power flickered.
Our power just flickered when thunderstroke nearby.
Ooh.
So
Ah,
if we disappear, that means that we lost power again.
The thunder roll when the lightning
So
strikes.
just wanted to give you guys a heads up. We'll probably be fine, but there's a chance.
Well, I hope you guys don't lose power again already. That would suck.
Me too.
Oh, come on, power! Please don't do this to us.
Did it just flicker again?
Yeah.
It's flicker, flicker, flicker.
Boy.
Alright, well, I'm just going to continue assuming that we're going to keep power, because other times it does this and then it's fine. But there's a chance.
Man, I wish I had all this stuff memorized at this point. This is where this would come in handy. Because I feel like... I think that's probably what I want to do. Well, I don't know how effective that would be with all open hand strikes. Let's see, actions. Unarmed strike.
Take a picture of your character sheet.
What,
You
what do
could
you mean?
also you're probably also looking for charisma based casting.
It doesn't have to be. So this is an ability from the stone.
Right. But he'd have
So
a higher chance of rolling like well on it.
yeah.
I mean, does he
So
have to roll or does the
look
stone
at
just do it?
so Steven, if you look at charisma or I mean bardic spells and paladin spells, those are going to be based on your charisma modifier, which is what you have the
What are you
higher.
bothering me about right now, Josh? Is it an emergency, or do I need to come unplug the TV and send you to bed? Okay, well, go. Love you too. He literally just heard me send Rose away because she was bothering us about the
And I just
Washburn.
told him
Said,
that we were busy and that I'd be there in a bit. But anyway,
there's so many.
yeah. So
What
so
about
to narrow it
enchant
down,
weapon or something? You could pick up a weapon and cast like holy magic on it because you were trying to do holy, and then you'd be using your ability to hit people with things.
yeah. So I should have
That's
given
probably
this to
charisma if
you
it's holy.
2 weeks ago so that you could kind of glance over stuff.
yeah,
But
that way I can have an idea because this is something I need to read through all these spells to have an idea of like because this is gonna be like game changing on another level.
but your best bet is bardic spells and paladin spells are going to be the ones that are charisma based.
And how do I find that?
So at the front of the chapter, it's listed by class, and then it's listed by
Spells.
level.
Okay, here we go. Spells. Bard spells. Here we go. First level, third level. I understand now. Okay. Bestow curse, clairvoyance, dispel magic. No. What is feign death?
Yeah, it is
Hypnotic
kind of inconvenient
heaven.
because it has like the list by class, and then you have to look in the alphabetical list after that. Feign death. Let me see. That's one of the reasons I like D&D Beyond for like when you're making your character because it has things better organized.
We
But
have
that
just. I'm
doesn't
looking
help
at
in these weird cases.
What about divine smite?
divine smite. Don't I have that already? No, I have channel
Yeah,
divinity.
you could just use one of your things at a third level too.
So Divine Smite I don't think is a spell. I think that's let's see.
Oh yeah, you're right. It looks like it's a paladin.
I have divine smite.
Yeah.
When you hit with a
So
melee weapon
you could just
attack, you
do
can
that and then not worry
extend.
about the extra spell thing for right now.
I don't have a weapon. What kind of
About
weapons
like
are?
5 feet away, you could grab just a basic short sword off of somebody.
Is that all they've got?
Short swords and daggers.
Okay.
You would
That almost
likely be proficient though.
that'd almost
Yeah.
be a better bet than trying to use up my spell slot right now because I might use up my spell slot for a healing for a group healing
Mm-hmm.
True.
of some sort. That being said, I'll go ahead and I'm only missing 8 health. Oh, excuse me.
So if you want to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and add a short sword to your inventory. If you wanted to refresh your
Yeah.
actions in just a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Sorry for taking so long, you guys.
You're good.
So
Just-
good.
Sometimes you have to find the nuances of your character. It takes a while.
Well,
Well,
also this
yeah,
isn't even something for his
this isn't
character. It's like
this isn't
a
my character. This is a stone. I
Oh
I
yeah.
It's
swallowed the
like being
stone and
handed
so
a
I got
wild
a
card
third level
too.
spell slot.
add to equipment. And then I
So,
need to equip it so that it shows up on your actions. Come on, computer.
but
You
yeah,
can do this.
all of a sudden, not only you know do I have this thing talking in my head, but it gives me the ability to third level spell slot.
With the drawback
Uh,
being that if you are more than 10 feet away from it, then you'll be deafened.
Oh,
I
good.
thought
But
it was
right now it's
blinded.
in. Let me double check. I wrote it down. It's supposed to be deafened. So if I said
Okay.
blinded, I apologize. But it's supposed to be deafened. So if you
Well,
refresh your character sheet now, it'll show up there for attack.
all right.
But
Short
you don't
sword.
have to worry about being more than 10 feet away from it when it's in your digestive tract currently. So
Can I grab? Because I'm missing my shield too, right? Can I grab 2 of these and try and swing with both of them at the same time,
um,
or like a double strike, or do I not have that ability? I have 2 weapon
you
fighting.
have 2 weapon fighting, but you have 1 attack per action. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, but in the past we've ruled that you can go ahead and just attack with both because you have 2 weapon fighting.
Right. That 2 weapon fighting and only being able to attack with one of them doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me, so that's how I've ruled that in the past.
Okay. So, if there's enough to grab 2 short swords,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing at him with 2 short swords. So, uh, 13 plus 5, so 18,
That hits.
and 9 plus 5, 14.
That hits.
Woo!
And then if you were trying to do expending a spell slot for Divine Smite, then you
I might
add
as well. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Will that be on both attacks or on one of them?
just for one.
Okay, so spell slot, click. Divine Smite is
2d8 extra.
2d8. Oh my goodness, and that's radiant. 1, 2. Okay, come on, don't fail me now. 2 sevens. Bam! Bam, bam, ka-chow!
Plus your normal damage, which
Oh,
is
so 14 radiant,
okay.
and I have for the short sword 2d6 plus 6. Come on, come on, come on. Give me double sixes. Double sixes. A 5 and a 2. So
Okay.
7 plus 6. Uh,
He's really
13.
hurting, but he's still standing.
And Bruno is just ecstatic, like bellows, like with excitement, like he's just having an absolute blast.
That brings us to Jackson.
Oh my. Well, I'm not keen quite yet to make a kind of like large magical thing in the midst of so many guards. So I think Jackson would like slide to the nearest weapon on the ground.
Okay.
Does anyone have anything shorter than a short sword by
There's
chance?
daggers on the
Like a
There's
ground.
also some
dagger?
daggers.
Okay.
Throwing knives,
I'm
basically.
looking for something that would have the thrown property just for the extra benefits of that.
Yeah,
So
so
I
daggers
slide for a
can be
dagger.
thrown. Do you have? You don't currently have daggers on your list here, so I will go ahead and add that to your inventory as well, just so you have it on your actions.
Okay. Is that a D4 like a dart or
His
I
belt was a
believe
D's
so,
nut.
but we'll add that so that it goes ahead and adds all of your other bonuses and stuff as well.
so I should slide over somewhere like over here maybe. Is this another staircase down I see over here? Is this like just a desk?
It's a door. So that's a desk there, and then there's the door above that to a room. But
To the right. Okay.
yeah,
Uh, uh yeah, I'm just gonna go up to pretty much the desk, to the side of the desk,
okay,
and grab a dagger and try and throw it. It is a 19 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
And sorry, my thing didn't refresh. You said that was a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4 plus 2. It looks like.
Okay. 4 damage.
He is down. And as he collapses, his form morphs out of this human form that it was in. And you see this guy laying on the ground.
Oh, yikes.
And then Bruno just says, "Creepy captain, he's not human."
So
Again.
the guards are all like standing around in shock at this point. Like, so what happened to our boss?
Bruno's just gonna drop his swords in like as like a gesture of like peaceful, like, well, we did what we told you we were going to. Like, we're no longer a threat, and
I can't exactly drop my fist.
So anybody who would like to can make a, I'd say, intelligence check, but it could be Arcana or History if you have bonuses in that.
I just rolled a history, but it's only 10.
yeah, just
I
probably
have
just a
negative.
history.
I have a
I know
negative
nothing.
Arcana. Oh wait, I have a +1 in history.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
I have a
14.
+5
I
in
had
history,
+5,
I
but I
only
rolled
a
bad.
5.
I rolled a 5.
So
Yeah, all I got is a 10.
So Tink and Jackson both got 10. Okay.
I got 14.
Wow.
All right. Well, so Sunny's experience exploring the world, then she actually knows something about these guys. This is a doppelganger, a type of shape changer. A lot of times people will hire them for whatever they need, and they impersonate important people.
Disgusting, creepy.
What's the last name of the people that he was working for?
We assume
Again?
that he's working for the Castellanters.
And Bruno's just gonna say, "Castellanter scum,"
Holy cow.
and spit on him.
Was
Sorry,
that
thunder.
thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Dang. I thought that was like scraping the table across the floor or something.
Nope.
No.
Woo!
But Bruno's gonna shout like loudly enough for all of the guards and anybody in the vicinity to hear, like, "Oh, these Castellanters scum," and spit on his body. Like, basically, like okay, look, we haven't been wrong yet, and here's more information about, everything.
So at this point, one of the guards is going to go let the magister know that the coast is clear and talk to him about everything that just happened. Now, as far as us in the real world goes, I think this is a good time for a break. We need to get the kids some food, and we've been playing for about an hour. So I'm going to...
I gotta get Saoirse's foot doctored.
So we'll go ahead and take a break, and then when we come back, then we'll see how this all resolves.
Look it up.
Yay.
All right. So you guys defeated, as Brunor has described him, Captain Creepy, or Creepy Captain, whatever. Um, and he turned out to be a doppelganger. So one of the guards went to go.
Sunny for the win on that, by the way.
Yeah. So one of you guys, or one of the guards, went to go talk to the Magister, and that was where we left off. So the Magister is actually going to come out to address you guys. Given the circumstances, I think we can skip having a formal trial. I earlier this morning spoke with the black staff who helped to vouch for you. So despite the commotion and what appears to be manslaughter in the streets, I was going to fine you, but we weren't going to worry about jail or exile. Given the
Good.
further developments with the doppelganger in our midst, who you helped to defeat when he slaughtered half of my force, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys off on a warning, but I am going to be keeping a close eye on you because trouble seems to follow you wherever you go.
We're not doing it intentionally.
We really appreciate that, sir.
Bruno just says, I kinda wish it wouldn't follow us.
Well, our first run in with you was after you went into the sewers, so I just ask that you stop looking for trouble.
No more playing with sewage.
Trouble
Ideally.
seems to find us, and I show him my badge if I have one. I'm not even sure of the like gray hand, like the
Yes,
black
that's why
staff.
the Black Staff vouched for you, because you and Brunor are members of her organization.
Is Marty Party?
Yeah.
No.
Um,
So yeah, I just assure him that trouble finds us because we're intelligence agents.
I've asked the guards to go retrieve your belongings, and after we fill out some paperwork here, you'll be free to go.
Hooray!
Yay.
Thank you.
Be sure to come by our new bar for a drink sometime. He
Please.
says to the other guards more than the captain.
Well, we'll have to come check it out. All right. So you guys get your belongings, and you are free to head back home or wherever you wish within the city. Um,
Guys, let's go home.
Yeah, I think today has been long enough.
And figure out what we need to do next and powwow.
Yeah, we need to regroup. Maybe drop off some things that we don't need in our bag but might want to be holding on to, i.e., robot parts.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Also,
I
it is the
forgot
next
about
day,
that.
so dragon.
We also need to make sure Bruno shits out his stone.
It'll happen in due time.
I would like
Can't
to make
rush
sure
it.
we are home when it does.
You
I
don't want
mean,
to be
or
digging
can
through
we
the
rush
chamber
it?
pots at the yawning portal?
Absolutely not. And I won't be digging through anyone's poop anyway. I'm a lady.
Did I had sent a raven out at one point. Did that ever turn into? I guess we were gone from this place. So is he
Yeah,
here
you've been
waiting?
gone. Let me check something here. Come on, computer. You
Because we
can
were
do it.
also. What were we sending out to Davil for? Even
Um,
we wanted him to
you
meet us
have
here or
you have
something.
7 gold bars that you're trying to figure out how to.
So yeah, we were trying to move some
Oh,
money.
that's right.
Forgot all about that.
I did
Gosh.
too, damn it.
Oh yeah, we're rich.
Also, my computer's getting mad at me. These are the remaining things to be repaired, but you didn't want to just be walking around the market with a gold bar. Um, now that you guys are back home, would you have gone straight home first, or would you have gone to deal with the Nimblewright stuff first?
I think it depends on where we're at.
So you guys were on the southern end of town. Really, it's a triangle. It's not like anything is on the way.
Hmm. I say let's be done with the robot.
Yeah, it would be nice to drop that stuff off.
Yeah.
Taking up my backpack.
So you turn that over, and they thank you for taking care of the problem and apologize again for any harm that had been caused, and you collect your 500 gold reward.
Yes.
We're rich.
So that would be 125 per person,
I'll add it.
unless you wanted somebody just holding on to treasury. But
How much did you say? Sorry.
so it's 500 total, 125 if you're dividing it evenly.
Gotcha. Didn't we say that there was a couple things that we wanted to spend that on? For the
The
house?
gold bars?
Yeah. Thought we said we had a plan. I can't remember.
There's like a few. I just looked at the dock. There was like I don't know, maybe about $300 worth of stuff. It looks like
Yeah,
3, 4.
275 remaining that needs to be
Okay.
spent to be able to open the tavern.
That's right. I think we were gonna try and ask Davil to help us oh my gosh. Sorry you guys, I'm so fried.
You're good.
Exchange it so that we could pay all of that off. And I think we were just gonna kind of keep it in a group treasury.
So like this can be pocket change, but once we break the first gold bar, we'll like pay off everything with it basically,
Yeah.
and then just keep the rest as guild money, gang money.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to open a small image. Why are you full screen? My poor overheating computer.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hell, what does that hurt?
All right. So there are a couple of notes waiting for you back at the tavern.
Of course.
One of them is addressed to Brunor and Tink. Come And the other one is addressed to Sunny and Jackson. And along with this part that I'm sending, it includes a note.
Come on, Discord. Why are you not working?
Oh, sorry, I was typing out a message here.
Oh. Alley Rats and Brands.
De-ratting places. Typical hero stuff. Oh, they're giant rats. Oh, dang. Okay.
Is that how you spell her name? I can't read right now. Ba, ba, ba. This is... What the hell?
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, you guys.
It's okay.
Okay. So, there is a note with a request, but also an additional note that I typed out here.
Oh, no.
Wait, wait, wait. Devil. Uh-oh.
And this other one's from that same person.
Yes. Yeah, so it was both of them wrapped up. There was the request along with Davil can't come to the phone right now.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, you guys, what do you think we should be doing?
It's good we were vague in that letter.
Mm-hmm.
So, back to the
But as a
dragon liquidating our currency.
so as a reminder, just going back a bit, at Growlhund, it was a group of Zentarum, not Dabble's group, but still Zentarum, that were involved in that slaughter at the Growlhund's place. So, Dabble, being a known, prominent Zentarum figure, has been taken in.
Great. Frankly, I think we should go figure out what's going on with Dabble because he's kind of our Gotta help us get the money fixed and help us get the tavern up and running.
And he's been a pretty big help to us so far. Like,
Yes.
it's the least we could do to see if we could help him out.
Oh, Tink.
We also don't want to be making things worse, though. And we have a really bad habit of doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now we know better not to, you know,
We
just
have to remember we are in a civilized world now. Doing this wild shenanigans.
yeah.
God, I can't believe we forgot about guards.
I know, you of all people too.
I know.
Oh man.
Heat of the moment.
So, would we have to testify for him? Because we don't necessarily want our connections exposed.
I think we'll have to go ask what's her face about him.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we in
yeah,
agreement?
the person that left the note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what they have to say about the whole situation. If
Yeah,
they
why
feel
can't we have some meat? Oh, wait. I agree. Let's do that.
Okay.
Putting the
So
gold bar plans on hold for now.
Yeah.
yeah, so let's keep those here.
Or I guess this person
Mr.
could trade for him too.
Mr. Barkeep, please keep our dear ow, why do I itch so much? Our dear tavern safe.
Oh, because we hired a barkeep.
Well,
No,
Right.
kind
The
of.
Sparky.
he came with the bar.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't call it hired.
Yeah, so as you've been fixing the place up, then this ghost has been more friendly to you guys. He's been just like helping to like wipe the bar down, pulling out chairs for you. He's not hostile towards Bruenor, but he also doesn't act as friendly towards
They're not
Bruenor.
they're besties.
Basically, like he'll leave Bruenor's glass sitting at the table and not pull out his chair, and so just like we're not friends, basically.
Basically, Bruner gets to fend for himself.
Yeah.
While he spoils the rest of us.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Ouchie. Ooh, that
A shot of holy water.
okay. So rude.
We didn't
I
have
wonder
any
what would happen
alcohol.
to the stone right now if you did that again.
Oh. I feel like I
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Bruner, we need you to keep us apprised of your bowel movements.
And any strange voices.
I don't know who he's calling strange. All right, so now that the super railroady chase portion is over, you've
Which is
got
not really railroad because
yeah, you ended
well,
up breaking the railroad,
we
but
drove.
then there's the gold bars. There's a tavern to fix up. There's a dragon. There's 2 other potential side quests, and there's the stone. So there's a whole bunch of different directions that you guys could go.
Well, gosh dang it! Every time we try to go investigate the dragon one, then something happens, and we're led right back to the main mission.
I feel like maybe the dragon we should probably wait for till we're a little higher level, but that's just me.
Well, remember,
We're not
we
fighting
were
it.
told he's a nice dragon. That he just wants to talk.
he just moved into the area, and
I
we're
mean,
helping the locals.
we were also told that the magistrate was corrupt, and he was just fine. So,
and guards turn out to be doppelgangers and crap. You never know.
yeah. So, I say we go for a
But we won't have a
dabble.
nimble
That's
right
just me.
or a stone of galore to get in our way if we do go do the dragon.
You really? Brunor's still got the stone in his butt.
Could help with the dragon. You never know. One random spell, you know, persuade a dragon for a big favor.
Uh-huh. Ouch. Hey, where's Marmaduke?
Oh, he's just chilling. He's just hanging out upstairs.
I totally
Marmy,
forgot about him.
what should we do? I know I wanted to go save Dabble, but that's just me.
I mean, that's we end up with 2 missions anyways if we end up doing that.
Yeah. Do we want to go
Finding out
drop?
whatever's going on with
What?
him / what she had anyways.
Let's go drop off the bucket of bolts first. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
We
that.
did that on the way here, right? Because we
Yeah.
added the gold.
Yeah, so you guys have the 500 gold from that.
Oh shoot, that's right. Yeah, and we decided to. Oh, did we want to just go ahead and put that towards finishing the tavern, so we can get this baby up and running?
Well, that was before. I mean, yeah. Well, I guess now that we can't liquidate the bar right now, that does kind of
Yeah.
change things.
Right.
I would also add that I took out because we just had to turn in the head. I definitely take the I grabbed a bunch of grabbed the rest of him basically. So I'm just putting that in the corner of my room so I'm not hauling it around. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys want to just spend that to start
Yeah,
everything getting fixed up?
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Or get that
Yeah.
income.
That'd be nice
All
to
right.
have this up and going.
How much would that be out of each of our pockets? We divided it, right?
Yeah, so you
We divide,
divided
yeah.
the 500. So 275 is the total amount for the things that are remaining.
Okay, I just say we take the 500 and put that in as the pot, and we just leave it whatever's left.
And
But
then have
that's just
extra
me.
available for
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
bar
idea.
maintenance,
Just
and
undo that and then resplit it. Is it stuff that we can kind of do all at once?
Yeah, you can go around the market and just like talk to everybody you need to talk to.
Yeah.
And just get all of that going. I'm going to. So you're saying that the 7 remaining gold bars are part of just the group fund. Did you want the
Yeah.
500 to be as well?
I
Can
vote
we
yes.
pay off the stuff with the 500 and then split the remainder? I think is what we're saying. And then the gold bars just be rainy day fund.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I took
almost
out the 125 again so that
Okay, so for the gold bar portion, I went ahead and just put that as I have like a profit and loss table for once the tavern is running for like how much money you're making each week.
that's awesome.
I just put the starting balance
Nice.
as the 1750 gold bar total.
Our capital.
Yeah, so that's just your starting balance on that sheet. And if
Sweet.
you guys end up taking anything from that, I can just adjust that as we go. But
Beautiful.
so that is noted down somewhere, and you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
So if you guys are using the money you just got to fix up the tavern, then there will be 225 remaining.
Is 55, 56 and change?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just do 56.
So 3 people get 56, 1 person gets 57.
I'll just take 56. I'm not hurting.
So how many do we get? 57?
52 of us
Yeah,
get,
you
or
do.
3 get 56 and 1 gets 57.
Oh, I'll take 56.
Take the
Well,
57.
somebody's got to take the extra gold.
I already added it to mine as 56, so somebody else has to take the extra.
Oh, Jackson, darn shucks.
Sucks to be
I
you,
think you
man.
should take it. You gave me a diamond that I'm using for my spells.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, I forgot I even had that bag of gems.
In extra invisible capital? More rainy day funds?
Yeah. You guys don't even know I have it.
No, because I only know about the one.
Yeah.
So let's
Like, where the
see.
fuck did she get this?
So as you purchase like kitchen items and like your dishes and brewing equipment and that stuff, that's gonna need to be taken back to the tavern. Guild membership's taken care of. Lighting will be repaired tomorrow. The brick, water damage, and hearth will be done in 2 days.
Do
Yeah,
you
so
happen to have a quote on what that upgrade to my armor might be? I think you had suggested like one up from leather. It was like studded leather or spiked
yeah,
leather.
so there's studded leather. Let me pull that up here.
If it's under, I got like 105, then I'll snag that on the way back from the market.
So studded leather costs 45 gold points.
Sick. And do I add that on this end? I used the
Either
search
way,
bar, but it
yeah.
didn't
If you
seem to work.
let me see here.
I think the search bar, at least the one I'm using, I don't know,
Yeah, so the one
seemed to
that's just
almost show
on the
me what was in my inventory.
yeah. So if you next to that click manage inventory, you can search to add
Oh, I see
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay, I will find that and add that. And what did you say, 45?
45.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that adds 1 to your AC.
Okay.
So studded leather armor has an AC of 12 plus your dexterity modifier. Oh, and then you have some other bonus on here, I think.
If I were to leave my other armor behind, just so I'm not carrying around the extra 10 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
should I just unmark it or leave it there for now?
So yeah, you'd want to unmark it because the check boxes are what you're currently wearing. You could
Right.
move it to the backpack if you wanted to keep it, just so it's not. Oh well, that would also
Oh,
be weight that
right.
you're
Okay.
carrying, but
Well, I unchecked that and checked the other one, so
okay,
it looks like my new AC is 14.
nice.
And then the gold.
Yeah, so studded leather armor doesn't have any kind of drawback to your dexterity or your stealth or anything. It's just an extra +1 boost to your AC.
And that's what I was hoping for. Because I think yeah, it says I can do heavy armor, but I was hoping to stay light.
Yeah.
There's no chance that I could go try and find an upgraded set of armor, right? With a higher armor class.
What armor do you have currently?
I think just regular plate armor.
You have chainmail.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
You might have an upgrade, right? Because
And you
yeah, plate,
already have a
right?
disadvantage to stealth with the chainmail.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
You have a disadvantage to stealth because of the bell, man.
Well, I think that's why he didn't care about the bell, is because he already has
Yeah.
disadvantage from his armor.
This is not the way.
Let's see. Armor and shields. Okay, so for light armor, there's leather, studded leather, or padded is the least. Medium armor is what you have. You have chain shirt or chain mail? Chain mail. So that's actually heavy armor. Okay. There are better options, but it would cost you
How
like
much?
a lot. So you have chainmail. Splint armor costs 200 gold points. Plate armor costs 1500. Or
Oh,
then if you're trying to get like enchanted magical armor, then that would be anywhere from an additional 500 to 5,000 depending on the enchantments.
Wow.
so I need
Dang.
to save up 2,000 gold.
If you wanted
200,
to
I think,
get
for the
a
plate.
+1 plate armor, that would be a 2,000 gold point.
What would my AC be?
That would give you 19 plus whatever your bonus is on that. So that would be 3 higher than what you currently have.
Which is almost not really worth it.
Uh,
It's the kind of thing
I
that
mean,
like
things are hitting
once
harder
you
now.
guys are like
Wealthy.
rich, yeah, then that's when
Yeah.
like getting +1 armor, +1 weapons, that kind of stuff is going to be useful. But when you're just running around a city, then it's not really worth the money at this point.
Yeah.
Were there any other
Anybody else got Aaron?
armor or weapon kind of questions while I've got that open?
I mean, I'd like to see if maybe
Potion?
there's some gloves that I could find that would kind of add some more punch to my hits, but I'm not, going to be super upset if I can't find anything like that.
Let me see.
Are there any weapons that count as unarmed? Like brass knuckles or something?
Isn't a
I'm not.
staff like a stick?
I
I
mean,
have a
that's
staff.
yeah. She has that. I'm not sure rules as written if that exists. I created that in our Curse of Strahd campaign for
Ah,
Heather's character,
Oh,
which
that's right.
is something that like could potentially happen again. But I'm looking at just the list of stuff that would generally be available, and I'm not seeing.
That's okay. No big deal.
Yeah.
Other than that, nope, I'm good.
Oh, what about a weapon? I need another great axe. Look up for anything with any damage buff.
Great axes? Or
Uh huh.
just like axes in general?
Yeah. Is there any
So
upgrade
as far
options?
as basic ones go, that's your best bet. Let me see here.
The one that I have.
Yes.
While you guys are looking at that, I'm gonna grab my meds real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm getting pretty tired.
Oh, you're good. I'm thinking we'll probably wrap up pretty soon here. Just kind of figure out what our plan of action
Plan
is
is
moving
for next
forward.
time.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of shopping and then figuring out the plan. Um, so something to look at in the future, you can add a +1 enchantment for 1,000 gold points to your axe, but that's something that right now isn't reasonable. But it gives you additional attack and damage rolls.
Ah.
So, in addition to your stats being upgraded, then that's a way to upgrade as you get into higher levels is by adding enchantments to stuff or getting enchanted magic items. But
Leona, do you have a boost to natural weapons? Or just
Uh,
unarmed strength?
I don't.
I'm seeing that as
Uh,
like the only possible, like, I don't even know what
so
that would mean.
her
I guess
proficiency
that's just
is
claws.
looks like her proficiency is short sword and simple weapons. But then monk stuff is different than that.
yeah.
Are there items that help with like spells and stuff?
Ouch.
Not like basic items. There's some like magic items and stuff that we could look at as the campaign goes on. But
Gotcha. More on that expensive
yeah,
side of
more
things.
on the more expensive and more rare side.
Gotcha.
So once we bring down the castle lanterns and we steal all their gold.
Right.
Well, the gold isn't theirs. They're trying to steal it. So,
Fair.
Excuse me.
which actually, well, we'll wait to actually do this until we wrap up. But now that you guys have the stone and you've made it back home, it's time to level up.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
Nice.
between this session and next session, you guys will be level 5.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on,
Um,
internet.
I see an option for Leona called a cestus. Cestus. They're like those gloves that like monks or pugilists have like wrapped around their hands. It actually
Yeah.
has damage numbers on it.
Oh, interesting.
It does say special monk, so it might be. It says simple proficiency. Benefit. I don't know this is 5e. It does. Oh, maybe this is Pathfinder. Sorry, I just clicked a link.
So I'm seeing something for 5e, but it doesn't look like it actually would help much.
Boo.
Simple melee weapon. So I think it would normally be better than a normal unarmed strike, but not for a monk. But then, how does it adapt if you're a monk? Okay. So, what the heck? Oh, I'm looking at Tink's page. That's why.
I think it seems almost in part the idea is that as a monk you get so many blows that it can't buff it by much,
Yeah,
because then it
so
would just get broken real fast.
it looks like the stats for it are identical to using your claws.
Oh,
So it doesn't really help.
yeah. It doesn't add anything. It's just fluff by that point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No big deal. Hooray.
Anything
For
else we want
level
to
up.
look up while we're at the market?
I don't think so.
Still have a potion, so I'm good.
All right. So now that you guys have paid for all the stuff on your list here, I guess two things. A, what's your next move? But also, once you guys actually open up the tavern, are you guys planning on being there during business hours, or do you need to hire people?
I was gonna say, I think we're gonna have to hire people, but we gotta hire cool people who are okay with having our ghost be our
I think
manager,
that'd be
basically.
the smart thing to do with what's left in the pool of money to begin
Mm-hmm.
with.
What's Volo up to? You know,
What's
just a
who?
chill writer. We can offer it to him as a great spot to see a whole lot of different characters he can throw into his books. And he was already potentially vouching for the place, so he could even be like, see me at the tavern sometime.
We could also do Lord Notfloon since he's wanting to get away from his dad.
Oh, yeah. We'd be doing him a favor. He can pay us.
He already paid for
Yes.
our windows.
And then told us about it while I was packing the 7 gold bars.
So
I know you guys are
funny.
having a really hard time. I hope this helps you out.
And I was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, times be
Yeah,
rough.
times are rough. It
Hey,
do be like that.
times do be hard. We were just in a jail cell.
Yeah.
Just not rough in the way that we implied. I mean, they were when we asked for the windows, though. Our luck just drastically changed into like 12 hours.
I'm good to level myself up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of just planning for next
Next week.
steps, what we want things to look like. So if you wanted to, you could start leveling things up because I'll tell you right now, you're not going to be attacked at your tavern, at least not today.
Better
So
freaking not. Excuse me, at least not today.
I don't know what you guys are going to get into.
Oh my
We did have an
gosh,
explosion outside not long ago.
that's true. Ooh,
We
a
got
level
Brunor
5.
swallowing magic items, so who knows?
Do
What?
we full heal when we level up?
Yeah.
We had taken a long rest too. I don't know if that made you full health or not.
Yeah, but he got hit since then. He's the only one that got hit in that fight.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
He was trying to scare the crap out of me.
Dude, you should just have a pocket list. Like, browse through there sometime, and just get a pocket list of like 5 or 10 things that you just feel like throwing that day. Because, dude, once a day is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like level 3 stuff, that's where they start to get kind of tricky and like particular too.
And it
Yes.
could also be level 1 or 2 spells at a higher level. Like that's
And
what the one guy was
yeah.
doing. He was using a level 3 cure wounds to
Oh.
be hard to destroy as he was fleeing. So level 1 and 2 spells are up for grabs as well.
Wait, what the hell is this? What? I have deflect missiles attack?
I have an extra +1 to my hit DC on my great axe, so it's +6. So I can roll a 10 and still get 16.
Level
My
5 is when things start to get good.
my persuasion went up another 1,
Damn.
so my intimidation and persuasion are at 5.
Like, I don't know if you guys remember
Is
in
there
our...
an easy way? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just saying, I don't know, for Steven, Heather, and Leona, if you guys remember in the Curse of Strahd campaign, that after level 5 is when abilities got kind of bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the
I
thing
think it
is
was
it was
7
hard
for
to
me.
it was hard to figure out what was actual like class abilities rather
Versus the magic
than
item thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
Strahd abilities.
Yeah.
That being said, I've also got 44 max health now. Oh, and I get to hit twice. I get 2 attacks.
Yeah, I do
There we
too.
go.
Dude, me too. That's what I got. That's nuts
Love
in and of itself.
that. And I don't have to
Because
use
I
a
have
key point to do
attack
it.
plus a bonus action, so that's like 4.
I don't think I gained anything really.
You should
Mostly
probably gain
aside
spells,
from
probably.
well, that's what I was trying to say. I don't see where like it changed anything.
melee
Yeah, I'm
weapon
not
attack.
seeing an easy spot where it says what happens.
One key.
Okay,
Yep.
fifth.
I have
Here
third
we
level
go.
spells now. You're right.
Oh,
Cantrip
fancy.
spells 4. I think mine changed last level. I don't think it changes this level.
That might be the case. Yeah, because you...
Because I think I already have 4. It says level 3, I only had 3, but I think I picked it up when I picked up my feet.
Oh,
So
okay.
last level.
Hey, now I have wolf person.
I say we go ahead and hire some staff.
Yeah. Start interviewing some people. The question is do we want people from one of these guilds to kind of act as spies, but also kind of filter missions for us, maybe?
Where they can, like, people can come to the bar and hire us through our bartender.
Yes.
All it takes is like a notice board or someone to tip us off. Ooh, what kind of missions are we taking? Shady ones?
I feel like there's a
Oh.
time and a place for each one of us to take missions of a certain
So,
sort.
mostly mentioning this just because of how long it's been, but based on characters that you've met, if you're thinking of going that route, Yagra might be...
I was just thinking that.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
true
She would
that.
brother.
she would probably also
Because
be a
Yagra
really
was...
good bouncer.
Because Yagra was both Tink and Brunor's starting friend or acquaintance, and then now Jackson is also a member of the Zentarum, so there's a connection to 3 of you. Or no, not Tink. It was Sunny and Brunor, and then now Jackson as well. So there's the connection for 3 of you for Yagra.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Oh wait, Sunny also liked Yagra, but Yagra was kind of like pissed off with Sunny.
Well, so she was the one that you selected as your starting person that you know and
Yes,
trust.
yes,
She's irritated by your sunny demeanor,
yeah.
but there is respect there. Just also annoyance.
Jackson would not mind having Yagra around since he has a crush.
Or would that be awkward?
Or just someone actually no, actually can we get Ale too when we set up? Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
just like I'm all business.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was part of the like kitchen and brewing supplies.
Nice.
So you
Do
have
we
stuff that
actually
you
have
can brew
good
your own
barrels
ale, but you
around?
can also but you also purchased some to start with.
Oh, we can make our own.
Yeah, because brewing equipment was a part of it.
Nice.
All right, it's decided. We're hiring Yagra.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm done.
It looks like I might have space for one more spell too, so I'm gonna have to look into that. But I don't think I upped it last level. Because I think it should be 4 options. Also, how much is
Huh.
it gonna cost for hiring someone?
So that's part of the expenses of just running the bar. So the way that it will
Okay.
actually work, and I don't remember if I explained this before because it wasn't relevant yet. Um, but each week, or in the D&D calendar, it's a 10-day. So it's a 10-day week referred to as a 10-day. Each 10-day, then we will roll a D100 roll to determine what your profit or loss was for that week. And that just encompasses
Oh,
all of expenses and everything.
Nice.
Interesting.
And there's a way to add bonuses to your roll for like charisma checks to promote the tavern around town, or for making flyers and putting flyers up around town. So like the more that you put into promotion and who you're talking to and stuff, then you get bonuses to that weekly roll. If that makes sense.
it does. That's super cool.
I like it.
So instead of having like a set, like it costs you this much, it's just like this week kind of sucked and you lost 50 gold points, or this week was super
Hooray.
successful, so go ahead and roll 3d10 and we'll see how much your profit was.
That doesn't sound like a whole lot.
Well, you're a brand new tavern. Those numbers will change over time. There's a second set of like rolling table that I put together for once the tavern is more well known.
Nice.
Also, your concept of money is super warped because you guys ended up with like a bunch of gold bars and just
Yeah,
random
just
stuff
no.
that you weren't supposed to necessarily
Uh-huh.
come
End up with.
across.
Yeah, it's fine.
So like the idea of dropping 275 gold points should be a lot of money. That should be like a huge chunk. And instead it was just like, oh, well, since we picked up this reward, let's go drop this off real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
And we still came away with a little bit of spending money, even.
But
Yep.
especially considering like Tink was in a modest apartment, Brunor was sleeping just like at his temple. Uh Jackson and Sunny were just staying in a tavern. Like, this is a lot of money for the way that you guys are used to living.
Mm-hmm. We're rolling in the dough.
Hashtag gang life.
Literally.
Now we own an entire tavern with an entire apartment complex above, where we have a place to live that is now bringing us tremendous income. Tremendously greater than we could have ever hoped for in the previous position.
Yeah, so if you guys are curious, if you look at that Excel spreadsheet, the next tab after the one-time expenses, which I've moved things around now, so it's the first tab, is the profit and loss stuff. And then there's also bonuses for if there's a holiday that week and stuff like that. So I'll be calculating that out as we go, and I'm keeping track of what day it is as we do long rests and stuff. So that'll just be passive income along with the other stuff you're doing.
Okay. Okay, so next week, what do we want to? Let's get an idea. Or are we gaming next week? I guess that should be there.
Yeah. So what do people's schedules look like? Because if we were doing the 2 weeks out like we have been, that would be the 16th.
I don't think I have rehearsal. Let me double check.
But also,
Sundays
like,
are
things
pretty-
have slowed down for me, so I can do like any weekend basically.
mm,
Boom.
Only thing is, if we do next week, we need to do it like a little earlier because I have a doctor's appointment in Springfield super early the next day. But aside from that, my Sundays are open.
yeah, I don't. It doesn't look like I have rehearsal next week or the week after.
So do we want to do next week, or do we want to stick with the every 2 weeks?
Colin, do you mind if we game next week, or do you want us to stick with the 2 weeks?
Sorry,
Thanks.
me?
Hi, you. Hi, hey, hey.
Mhm.
Do you want
Oh,
if
she's
we
right off.
have the ability to game next week? Are you okay with that, or do you want us to keep it at the every 2 weeks? Yeah, it's up to you. It would mean that you'd have to take care of the girls in the evening again. So.
That would be it. That's not that following one.
Oh, that's right. The following Monday you have training.
Although it would be normal to
Yeah.
So do we want to just plan for the 16th?
No. So
Oh.
actually, it's the week after. It's the week after that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we will make it work. Whatever you decide, we can do next week too.
Okay.
So
So do we want to plan for
whatever.
next week, but then earlier so that Heather can get to bed at a reasonable time?
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe we could shoot for like 5 or 6 instead of 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 our time, that would be 3 o'clock for Andrew.
All right. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll make that the plan. Do you guys want to figure out what we're doing next time, or do you want me to type up a list of all the different quest lines that are happening and you can think about it?
Probably that.
We can, yeah, and then
'Cause
maybe we
there's-
can chat during the week too, whenever we have the time.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of stuff, and the last like 4 or 5 sessions have been just this chase scene, basically.
So much content.
So just kind of thinking back to like, okay, what were we doing? What do we want to do now? Take a little bit of time to think about it.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Sweet.
We could even vote in general, like which one we wanted to in the general chat, which ones we
Yeah.
wanted to go for, like prioritize or something.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan, guys.